Hey, welcome to The Code with Noah, a culture shock podcast. Quick pause before we go on. I want to remind you that what you are listening to right now are excerpts from articles on our gospel website, www.thevangel.com, and other broadcasts on YouTube, where you get access to unique insights in detail on specific issues through our playlists, all provided completely free and in many languages too. If you are ready to go deeper, such as examining the scriptures and other authorities for you to move from listening to building a leadership career, we have something deeper for you in those locations. The Code with Noah, a culture shock podcast, is set to be about 5 minutes podcasts. A few are a bit longer. They are delivered under various aspects of life issues 4 times every week to discuss issues that young people are talking about to help align their perspectives towards the will of God. On Mondays with Noah, it's the Culture Shock series. Wednesdays with Noah take on the Hard Truths series. On Fridays with Noah, we tackled the supernatural edge of living. And on Sundays with Noah, we delve deep into the ancient codes delivered by the prophets. When you dream up a comment or a review, you are not just showing gratitude. You may be provoking another episode for us to expand upon. You gain, and your friends gain too. Place your contribution in your favorite podcast app, wherever you hear this. You may want to visit our websites to leave your message. We will equally get it. We have many podcasts and other valuable publications on YouTube. Once again, if you want more details from any of our articles or videos, we are always ready to go a little bit further. Now, let's get back to decoding.
What's good, fam? Welcome back to The Code. The Code with Noah, a culture shock podcast. Mondays with Noah, the Culture Shock series. Title: Pastor, These Kids Are Dying, The Silent Glitch. We are live with the Culture Shock series. Today we have to talk about something heavy. If I asked you how many of your friends are actually okay, what would you say? We post the fit checks, we post the party pics, we post the highlights, but behind the screens, a lot of us are suffocating. We are the most connected generation in history, yet we are the loneliest. We have access to everything, but we feel like we have nothing. The hard truth for today is these kids are dying. Not just physically, though that's real too, but spiritually. We are walking around like zombies, dead on the inside, just scrolling on the outside. We are facing a system failure because we're trying to run our lives on vibes instead of vision. Today, we are decoding the silent glitch that is killing our generation and how to reboot before it's too late. Let's open the source code. We need to see why God takes the death of the next generation personally. Number 1. The Valley of Bones Reality. Check out Ezekiel 37, 1-3, NLT. Ezekiel is dropped into a valley full of skeletons. The Lord took hold of me and set me down in a valley filled with bones. He led me all around among them, covering the valley floor. They were scattered everywhere across the ground and were completely dried out. Then he asked me, "Son of man, can these bones become living people again?" The breakdown. Completely dried out. This is a picture of Gen Z right now. We are dry. We are burned out from the pressure to perform. We are exhausted from chasing clout. We are drained by toxic relationships. Ezekiel looked at the bones and saw a graveyard. God looked at the bones and saw an army. The glitch is that we think our situation is permanent. We think, I'm depressed and that's just who I am. But God is asking, can these bones live? The answer isn't no. The answer is only if you speak to them. We don't need more motivation. We need resurrection. We need the breath of God to enter our lungs again. Number 2, the lost coin priority. Now let's talk about value. Luke 15, 8-9 NLT. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Won't she light a lamp and sweep the entire house and search carefully until she finds it? The breakdown. Search carefully until she finds it. Society looks at young people who are struggling, the ones addicted to drugs, the ones cutting, the ones in gangs, and says they're lost causes. God says, that's my lost coin. When you lose something valuable, like your AirPods, you tear the house apart looking for it. You don't say, oh well, I have the other one. God is tearing the universe apart to find you. He isn't mad that you're lost. He is frantic to find you. If you feel like nobody cares that you're dying inside, remember this. The creator of the universe has a flashlight, and he is sweeping the house right now looking for your soul. Point number 3, the wake-up call. Finally, what do? Ephesians 5:14 NLT gives us the command, "Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light." The breakdown. Awake, O sleeper. Depression and sin put your spirit in a coma. You are asleep at the wheel of your own life. Paul is shouting, wake up. You aren't dead, you're just sleeping. The enemy wants you to stay in bed, stay in the dark, stay in the addiction. God is calling you to rise up. You have to make the decision to open your eyes. You have to decide, I'm not going to die here. When you wake up, Christ promises to give you light. He will give you the clarity, the purpose, and the energy you've been missing. The conclusion. So here's the wrap-up. The culture shock is that God isn't done with Gen Z. He's just waiting for the dry bones to hear his voice. Number 1, acknowledge the dryness. Admit that you're empty. You can't be filled if you pretend you're full. Number 2, know your value. You are the lost coin. God is looking for you. Number 3, wake up. Stop hitting the spiritual snooze button. Rise up and let Christ reset your system. That's a wrap on Pastor, These Kids Are Dying. This series has been a journey. Next week, we are finally, for real this time, launching the Money Files. We are going to talk about kingdom wealth, investing, and why God wants you to secure the bag legally. If you know someone who needs to hear this, share it. Let's bring the dry bones back to life. This is Noah. Stay weird, stay faithful. Peace.